All right, let's dive right into this explainer by taking a look at your immediate reality and then, well, shattering it completely. You see, the universe is an absolute master of illusion, and honestly, the greatest trick it plays is the one happening to you right this very second. I mean, you feel perfectly at rest right now, don't you? The room is quiet, your screen is steady, but science has uncovered a profoundly different truth about your actual place in space. Because motion is entirely relative, your brain kind of tricks you into thinking you're stationary. But here's the reality. You have never been standing still. Not for a single fraction of a second. Just consider the sheer compounding scale of your actual speed right now. First, the Earth's rotation is spinning you at roughly 1,600 kilometers per hour. But wait, it gets crazier. Simultaneously, Earth is carrying you around the sun at over 107,000 kilometers per hour. And we're still not done. Our entire solar system is caught in this massive 230 million year orbit around the center of the Milky Way, hurtling at 828,000 kilometers per hour. When you factor in the Milky Way's own movement through the cosmos, you are currently rocketing through space at over 2.5 million kilometers per hour. So yeah, you might literally be the fastest moving object sitting in a chair today.
Okay, so let's expand the cosmic scale a bit and talk about leaving our solar neighborhood.
You know, human brains just aren't really wired for these kinds of astrophysical numbers, so we need analogies. Imagine our massive sun is just a standard basketball. At that scale, Earth becomes a mere speck of sand sitting 26 meters away. So where would the nearest star to our solar system, Proxima Centauri, be? It'd be roughly 7,000 kilometers away. To put that into perspective, that's like flying from London to New York and then halfway back again just to reach the very next basketball. And shifting from space to time, Carl Sagan's famous cosmic calendar brilliantly illustrates this scale. If we compress the universe's entire 13.8 billion year lifespan into a single calendar year, the Big Bang happens right at midnight on January 1st. Earth, it doesn't even form until September 6th, and the first dinosaurs don't show up until Christmas Day. So what about us? Well, modern Homo sapiens finally arrive at 10:24 p.m. on December 31st. Literally all of recorded human history, every empire, every scientific discovery, every single war and piece of art fits perfectly into the final 14 seconds of the year. Mind-blowing, right? So, as we zoom out past our solar system, we enter the Milky Way. And this isn't just some random scattering of stars. It's a swirling cosmic island containing somewhere between 200 to 400 billion stars. Right at its heart lies Sagittarius A star, a supermassive black hole with 4 million times the mass of our sun. And our entire solar system, we're just hanging out in one of the minor spiral arms, the Orion arm, taking an incomprehensible 230 million years to complete just one orbit around the center. Moving on to our next section, the limit of light and the boundaries of our observable reality. Now, you might be wondering how much of this can we actually see? Well, our vision of the universe is actually bounded by a cosmic speed limit. We can only see light that has had 13.8 billion years to reach us since the Big Bang. This creates a sort of spherical bubble around us called the observable universe, which is roughly 93 billion light years in diameter. And within that observable sphere, there are an estimated 2 trillion entire galaxies. 2 trillion. To put that into perspective, that means there are significantly more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on literally all the beaches on Earth. But what's truly astonishing is that these 2 trillion galaxies aren't just scattered randomly out there in the dark. No, they form this breathtaking cosmic web. Gravity has pulled these galaxies into enormous clusters and these long, glowing filaments. And honestly, the most beautiful part of this whole shebang, this colossal architecture was actually woven from microscopic quantum fluctuations, just the tiniest ripples in density that existed in the very first fraction of a second at the dawn of time. But right amidst the bright filaments of this cosmic web, we find these massive anomalies. Take the Buot's Void, for example. It is a terrifyingly vast region of emptiness stretching roughly 330 million light-years across, and it contains far, far fewer galaxies than our standard models predict. If the Milky Way were dropped right into the center of the Buot's Void, our night sky would appear almost entirely pitch black. Anomalies like this are a great reminder of just how much of the cosmic structure we still don't fully understand. Seeing these massive voids and reaching the absolute limits of our cosmic horizon really pushes us to ask a deeply humbling question. Is our observable 93 billion light-year bubble truly all there is? I mean, think of an ant living its entire life on a single leaf. It has absolutely no concept of the tree, let alone the entire forest. So, are we just looking at our one leaf?
Which brings us to the multiverse hypothesis. Are we living in just one of countless universes? Stepping beyond the edge of the known brings us to the absolute frontier of modern physics, the multiverse. And this isn't just one single idea, it's a whole collection of scientific models. For instance, theoretical physics suggests reality could be a cosmic ocean of expanding bubble universes spawned during cosmic inflation. Or we could be existing in a brain multiverse, a higher dimensional space where different universes float around like sheets of paper, each operating with completely unique laws of gravity and matter. In some of these universes, the laws of physics might be so wildly different that atoms might not even be able to form.
Now, we definitely need to balance rigorous imagination with scientific honesty here. The important truth is, no telescope has ever seen these other universes. No spacecraft has reached them. The multiverse remains a brilliant, theoretically grounded hypothesis rather than a proven fact. But science thrives in that exact space, right between what we already know and what we are still passionately trying to understand.
And actually, this is where it gets incredibly personal. If the quantum many-worlds interpretation holds true, which, by the way, stems directly from the mathematics of quantum mechanics, every single choice you've ever made could have branched reality. The path where you chose a different career, moved to a new city, or maybe just turned left instead of right, that reality might exist. In a vast multiverse, every possibility becomes real in a separate parallel universe where another version of you is living out those exact consequences right now. Crazy to think about, right?
So let's look at the philosophy of perspective and human significance in a vast cosmos.
Bringing all of these staggering scales back down to Earth changes pretty much everything about how we view ourselves. This is the Copernican principle unfolding throughout history. It constantly reminds us that we really don't occupy a special or privileged position in reality. First, we learned Earth orbits the sun, then that our sun is just one of billions, then that our galaxy is just one of trillions, and now, perhaps, our universe is just one of countless others. Step by step, science strips away our cosmic ego. But honestly, rather than making us feel small, this knowledge should completely elevate us. Every single atom of carbon, oxygen, and iron in your body was forged inside the incredibly hot cores of dying stars billions of years before Earth even existed. You are literally made of stellar ash. As the brilliant Carl Sagan once said, we are a way for the cosmos to know itself. Think about that. The universe spent 13.8 billion years assembling matter into beings capable of looking back out and actually understanding where they came from. Consciousness, the very ability to ask these deeply profound questions, might just be the most remarkable phenomenon the cosmos has ever produced. So as you sit there today, secretly hurtling through the dark void at over 2.5 million kilometers per hour, I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder tonight as you look up at the stars. Are we just an accident in one of countless infinite universes? Or are we the ultimate culmination of a universe finally waking up to understand itself? The journey of discovery continues, guys. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.